Hey guys, number 3. Beautiful artwork that I'm standing in front of because it's pouring with rain outside, and this is Christmas Eve, and there's just people everywhere, so there's no quiet spaces, and this is a nice quiet space because it's my mum's house and she's out for the day, so yay. And hi mum if you're watching. Okay, she doesn't know I'm doing this. Kind of didn't ask, but it's mum's, they're all good with it. Okay, so I'm going to go to verse 24 of section 1. And verse 24 says, Behold, I am God and have spoken it. These commandments are of me, and were given unto the servants in their weakness, after the manner of their language, that they might come to understanding. So, the things that he's spoken, and remember when he's saying here, I've given these commandments, he's referring to this, the previous scriptures, and the scriptures that are to come. All commandments. Not just the ones in section 1, no, all commandments. And he gives them unto his servants in their weakness, in their humanness, remember? Their humanness. Not their, I can't climb a flight of stairs weakness, in their actual just being a human, although sometimes being a human means you can't climb a flight of stairs, but that's not what he's meaning here. And after the manner of their language. So, yeah. The language that he speaks to you in, because the Lord speaks to us, each of us, in our own language. Now, the language that he speaks to you in is how we understand it, and that can be verbal or non-verbal. That doesn't have to be words. It doesn't literally mean he speaks to me in English because I speak English. It doesn't mean that he speaks to my friend Asuka in Japanese because she speaks Japanese. No, it just means that he speaks to you in how you're going to, of course he's going to speak to you in language that you understand, like what you speak, but he also speaks to you in other ways that you will understand. He will give you parables and lessons and ways to understand things, ways to interpret what he's trying to tell you in a way that you will easily understand it. But you've got to be willing to listen, remember. Ears, eyes, heart, listen. I often get blunt, simple answers because that's what I understand. I don't get nice, kind, sweet answers. I get just how it is, but I kind of appreciate that. I like it. It's blunt, to the point. It's great, got it. But it's near. Again, it's not always verbal. And the best you understand things is how you're going to be spoken to. Sometimes it might be visual. Sometimes it might be verbal. Sometimes it might be a feeling. It's different for everybody, and that's what's so special about it. But you do need to listen, to hearken, and it takes effort. So turn the volume up, right? It takes effort. Part of this section, actually, and the cool scripture stickers you can see that I have, pretty. Emily Freeman, David Butler talk about this one. Apparently this is the Japanese writing. I think it looks more like hiragana. Yeah, I don't know exactly. I'm sure somebody could tell you, but if you can see there, they split it up. I'll get there. So there's you, eyes, and undivided attention, and then heart. So that's about listening and hearkening. That's what hearken is, or the word translates to and is written in Japanese. So, when you want to listen and be spoken to by the Lord, you've got to hearken. That's what he starts off with, hearken. A lot of these Doctrine and Covenants, and a lot of times that he speaks in the scriptures, I think there's something like 88 times in the Bible. There's more in the Book of Mormon. Not exactly sure. Hearken, listen, hear me. Please hear me. I beg you to hear me. So you've got to open your eyes, ears, and let him listen. Let it in. So if you want to have that understanding, you've got to ask for it and let it in. Now, the quote for this is really cool. This is from Russell M. Nelson. This one I did write down properly. He said, as disciples of Jesus Christ, our efforts to hear him need to be ever more intentional. It takes constant and consistent effort to fill our daily lives with his words, his teachings, his truths. Now, I know that I have quoted this before on here, and I've given it many times in other things, but I will continue to do so, being that it's so true, and this is so recent. I think this was April last year, so April 2019, so it's nearly 2 years, I guess. It's a year and a half from about now. But yeah, and our efforts to hear him need to be ever more intentional. You can't just think, oh, I didn't hear him today. It's like, did you try? Did you, actually take the phone call when he called? Or did you ghost him, right? Think about it. We need to fill our daily lives with his words, his teachings, his truth. And in doing that, that's how we hear him. If you fill your life with it, that's how you hear it. Nikki Harmon this week was talking about focus, and I like that because its focus is on the gospel, helps you to hear it, helps you to understand it. She's talking about how when you see a blue Honda Civic, that's all you'll see everywhere is blue Honda Civics, and your mind gets focused on it. And I know that's true because when I was looking for a car a couple of years ago, well, it's like 6-7 years ago now, I was looking at the little VW Beetles. I thought they were really cute. And then suddenly that's all I could see, like everywhere. I was at the gym working out, looking out the window, and at the intersection I just saw a VW Beetle after VW Beetle. So it's what I was focused on. Didn't end up getting one of those, which is cool because couldn't afford one. But got something just as cute, which then I wrote off a couple of years ago. So anyway, have a new car now. It's all nice. But again, once I have that car, suddenly that car is everywhere. So a car is a really good example because most of us know what these are. But if that's what we're focused on, that's what's going to happen. So if you have that constant, consistent daily effort, focusing on his words, his teaching, and his truths, that's what you're going to be focused on. That's what you're going to hear, and that's what you're going to see. And it helps you. So give it a try. Really, constant, consistent effort, and to be more intentional. Like I said, turn the volume up. If you're finding it hard to hear him, turn the volume up. Yeah, okay. Well, that's number 3. I'm going to move on to number 4. So, spot ya.